The very first serial killer in the United States, he starts running a scam. He starts taking out insurance on people. So he gets you to go in and take out insurance. Then he goes and steals a cadaver, stages a death, and gets a death certificate for you and collects on the life insurance. Then he skins the whole thing, creates a skeleton, and sells a skeleton to a medical school. But first, he's got multiple layers. First, he has you're an accomplice. You go get I'm going to get a life insurance policy on you. So you go in, you sign, you understand. Pays the premiums for months. Then he goes and he finds someone that looks reasonable like you, that's about to be buried or buried. He digs them up because back then, this is like in the 1890s or 1870s. So they're not doing, all the embalming and everything. They don't have a lot of forensics. So they take that person. So he then takes that person and he leaves them dead somewhere, shoots them a couple times. Like the cops show up, they go, oh, this guy's dead. He leaves your identification on them. Then they get issued a death certificate for you. He can now take the death certificate and say, by the way, this guy just died. We were buddies. We got a life insurance policy on him. You owe me X amount of dollars. Then he splits it with you. Probably starts killing you too, because they believe he killed around 100 to 200 people, although they only got him for around 40. This is a guy who also, he went to work. He would take over businesses. He'd go work for your business. And after a month or two, he's working for your business. After a month or two, you suddenly die. Keep in mind, poison back then, there's no way to determine. If I give you an extra dose, if I put chloroform in your coffee and you drink it and get sick and die, that's it, you're dead. They don't know why you died.
Just strange circumstances.
Yeah, he died. He's 60 years old and he died.
Yeah.
It happens. He had a heart attack. We don't know. So now keep in mind too, now he would go to like the widow and say, look, can you own or finance the business? I'll take it over and I'll pay you this much money a month. And of course, you're going to be like, oh my God, you're running the business. I don't have anybody else. Of course, I'll do that. And it's very lucrative. Then once everything's signed over to him, you disappear. They don't find your body or anything. You just disappear. She's traveling. She's this. Of course, I make payments to her. So nobody looks. Nobody's questioning. Her husband died. She sold me the business and she's traveling. I own the business. He does this multiple times. So he's a con man.